Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome in. It's myself, and look who has returned home.
Hi, Don. I'm so happy to be back. Oh my gosh, you do not know how much I love this warm sunshine on every part of me. Just
Oh, I thought you
hello,
meant being with
sunshine.
me.
Oh, that too, Don. That too. Well, back in Arizona, back with you, all of the back
Amen.
ways all the ways that I can be back.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Absolutely. Lord, it's been a while, Miss Angie. It's
It
zealous.
has been a while. I always enjoy coming back. Always coming back to the original person who I started this with. So I love it.
The OG.
Exactly.
Yes,
OG.
we are the OGs.
Yeah. And that lovely Wednesday night, our group comes right on in on Wednesday night. Hi, Katie.
Exactly. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, indeed. Oh, my
I'm
goodness.
so
Well,
happy to be back.
I am glad you are here. Have you gained any knowledge or inspiration with your time away? Did you go to a monastery and become a monk or something? What?
What I learned is that I am forever loving the heat. Just Arizona always welcomes me back. This is where I belong. Just have mercy to the sunshine.
Our realtor sent us, he sends every week a little update to the house, the realtor for the house in Maryland that we sold. And he sends a little update every week, and he has a little snippet that ties directly to a camera in Deep Creek Lake. And so I was looking at it the other day, and I even posted it. And I'm like, oh, this reminds me of why I'm glad we sold the house, because it was 22 degrees and snowing. This was on the 8th, which was yesterday. The 8th,
Exactly.
22 degrees
My
and snow.
friend in Detroit, in Michigan, told me that they were expecting snow that night. And I
Mhm.
said, not in April. Not in April.
Mhm. I hear you. When I saw that, I'm like, you know what? This gives me confidence that I knew I made it right. Everyone's like, oh, I wonder. No, no, no. If I could handle cold, maybe, but I can't handle. I don't want to handle cold, and I can't handle it anymore. I'm just not there. You know.
Yeah, a lot of people say once you've been here for Lester last night was like, once you've been in Arizona for a while, anything under 80 or 70 is too cold. And you are correct.
Yes,
You are
indeed.
definitely correct. I don't like it when it's cold. But I
Yeah.
did have some good food, and my mom came back with me. I went to Michigan, and she came back with me, and she brought. And I was gonna cook today, and she came up from Maricopa, where my sister lives, and brought me spaghetti, and so I didn't have to cook, and it was delicious, every bit of it. So
So
hopefully I don't fall asleep.
when your mom's here, does she stay with you or she stays with your sisters?
She'll divide her time. Like she may stay sometime with my sister. She may stay
Mhm.
a couple nights here. She may go and stay with Keena, or she may stay the whole time there, and we just go down to Maricopa. But primarily, she'll go down to my sister's house and stay with her.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well, that's super. Super.
but she'll divide her time up. Like she's probably gonna come here, go back to Michigan for a couple doctor's appointments, and then be on her way to Florida because my brother's getting married in August, and she has to go and find her wedding dress, and he wants her to come down there, I think, for Easter also.
Mhm.
So she'll be probably in Florida. Listen, my mom lives the life. She gets a little bit of cold, a little bit of hot, a little bit of humidity. She gets all of it, the best of everything. And
Nice.
she won't move to either side. She won't move to Florida. She won't move here, but she'll come and visit for a good little while, and then she'll just go back, and we just enjoy all the good food.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, I'm
She was
glad.
like, I want a barbecue before I go. I said, oh, you're not hurting my feelings. Go ahead.
Exactly. And making all your favorite dishes too. It's like you can do that too. Absolutely.
Listen,
Lord,
Don, have you ever made hot water cornbread?
no, I haven't. Mm-mm.
So I've tried to learn my whole life, and it's something about the hotness of the water. Like when they say hot water, the water has to
Uh-huh.
be hot. I said, Mom, before you go, like go home, not go over to the side. I need you to teach me how to make hot water cornbread because it's just me. And so sometimes making a whole pan of cornbread is a lot. But if she teaches me how to make the hot water cornbread precisely, then I can make little cornbread. Because what I do now is I'll make cornbread muffins and then I'll freeze them. And when if I have something that I want cornbread, I'll just pop one out for me. But I want her to teach me how to make that. And then the salmon croquet, the little salmon patties, I want her to teach me how to make that. And then that's it.
So is it when you say hot water, is it actually setting in hot water or what?
It's something about the how hot the water is
Hmm.
because it's basically just cornmeal and whatever other ingredients it is. It's not a lot of ingredients, but the water has to be super super hot for it to stick together or bind or whatever it is. And
Okay.
I've tried to make it and it falls apart. But you're basically making it looks like little pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
but they're a little bit thicker. But
Uh-huh.
whatever the cornmeal and whatever the ingredients is that you put in it, the
Mm-hmm.
hot water is the one thing that makes the difference. So if the
Interesting.
water isn't hot like it's supposed to be, then it won't bind together, and when you cook
Oh.
it, it won't stay together. It'll fall apart.
So your
So
mom knows chemistry, right? Because that's chemistry right there.
she'll have to show me how to make that.
Oh, how cool is that? I love that. I
And
love
then
that.
the salmon croquet little
Yeah.
patties. I want her to teach me how to make those.
Oh, very nice. Very
Exactly.
nice. Yeah, I don't do the salmon thing because my mother used to use canned salmon to make salmon cakes. When we were
That's
kids.
how mom does it.
I can't do that. Oh Lord, no, I can't. I'm not a fish person. I grew up in Baltimore, right on the water. But in Baltimore, it's about seafood, as in shrimp and crab. And that's the thing. But for me, the fish never did. And then my mother, again, when we had fish, we had fish. It was fried fish from these little blocks of squares that weren't really fish, and that's what I learned fish was. And I'm like, oh no, it tastes too fishy. It's like because it's not real fish flavor in those things, right? Or it was the salmon cakes, and you're like, oh my gosh. And see, we're used to crab cakes, so you bite into a salmon cake when you're thinking crab cake. Oh,
And I like both. Like I've never had a good authentic like East Coast crab cake. I've had some pretty good ones, but no very good ones. So when I go to the East Coast, I really need to get some really, really good ones.
you don't need to go to East Coast, Miss Angie. When you come over to visit my ghost, I'm gonna make you. One of the things I will make for you will be crab cakes, Maryland style,
Oh,
because
well,
that's what I
thank
do,
you.
and I do them well.
Definitely. Oh, then yes, I will be there with bells on.
Yes, and we will be using jumbo lump crab meat, not
Oh my
imitation.
gosh.
And we are going to do
Yes.
it with the Old Bay seasoning, the traditional Maryland style with the Old Bay
Right
seasoning.
there. Obey. That was a key
Yeah,
word right there.
yeah,
Oh my goodness.
and no fillers. I don't do the fillers. I don't do the fillers. Because there ain't no fillers in my crab cakes. That's not Baltimore
Y'all,
style.
he's God invited me to move in with him when he makes these crab cakes because I'm never leaving.
Exactly. And Ed keeps asking, when's Angie coming? I'm like, we got to set it down. We got to get it set
I'm
down in time.
ready. Someone
I
said they don't hear a Baltimore accent when you talk, Don.
Okay, hon, let's go to the ocean. All right, hon.
And I've heard of whole cakes too, Jamila. I've heard of that too.
Exactly. And it's like let me wash my hands in the zinc. There you go. That's Baltimore for you. So if you're from Baltimore, Balmer. If you're from Balmer, you know what I'm saying.
Somebody said you were going to start a spirit cookbook. I know they're talking to you and not me because I know I wouldn't start a
Yeah,
cookbook.
no, I was thinking about doing that. Absolutely. Yeah. I was telling somebody the other day, I think when we were live, it came to me and I was like, you know what? And just ask, to spirits to give me recipes and just kind of make them and see.
They are reminding you that you said
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And maybe even ask spirits who crossed over, like mothers and grandmothers and whoever else who does cooking, to come in and give me one of their recipes. Yeah, no, and that's what I talked the other day. I talked about that and I said, how wonderful, because I love to cook, I love to eat, and how wonderful to do a book like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend did a book, something like that, when her mom passed,
Mm-hmm.
when her grandmother passed. She
Mm-hmm.
took all of her grandmother's old recipes and made a
Mm-hmm.
book, a
Mm-hmm.
cookbook out of it. And I forgot what she called it, like Sundays with whatever her grandmother's name
Mm-hmm.
was. But she did the same thing. That was the idea behind it. She made a cookbook
Mm-hmm.
of her grandmother's favorite recipes. And I was like, oh, that was a neat idea. So this is even better because the spirits will just come over and tell you what it is. And
Yeah.
I don't know how you identify them, but you can say, Mary on the other side told me to make this.
And that's what I'll do. I think what I'm going to do is like every night when I go to bed, I'm glad somebody mentioned that then, because that's wonderful. But what I'm going to do is when I go to bed at night, I'll ask my gatekeeper to talk to the spirit guides and find me somebody that night to bring me in a recipe.
It's Starburst. She said, is it Starburst? She
Uh-huh.
said it was her grandmother that told you to add the whiskey. You were
Yes.
doing her reading.
Yes, I remember. That's how we come up with the cookbook thing, because of that reading. And yeah, the I think it was a pecan pie. It was a pie. I think it was pecan pie, and she said add whiskey or something. She had told me to add whiskey to the pie, because I remember that now. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. Yep.
Hey,
Hey,
Kelly.
nice to see you in. And Jamila, hopefully you heard the Baltimore thing when I did it, because it's like it doesn't come out often, but and it's funny because it's not as though it was intentionally scrubbed. It just, living in Germany and living in Texas and living in California and Pennsylvania, after, it's funny for Baltimore, I was in Baltimore until I hit 22, 23, I think, maybe, and then gone. And so you would think I would have it, but I don't think I had a strong one to begin with because my parents are from West Virginia. So I had a little bit of an accent there, a little bit of that slip in there. But my youngest sister, man, you listen to her, baseball in the O's, baseball in the O's. And it's like, oh, yes, And she's the one that says, hon, 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 hon. Can I get another hon?
I love that. Oh my goodness, I love that.
Everybody else says dear, we say hon, hon. And I think it comes from the horrible Huns, because I think it's because that's the German, the negative name for Germans, right? And Baltimore used to have a lot of Germans. So I think Hun kind of grew out of that. I wouldn't be surprised. I do not know, though, for sure. So it's funny. Well, Angie, we have been working on plans for our house down south. And so we have a few little little renderings, and I wanted to share some with you while we're here, and everybody else a little bit too. You can get maybe a little sneak peek and see what it looks like. Let me see. I had it here. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I guess not. Oh, yeah, here's one of them. Can you see that?
Yes.
So this is our piece of land, and this is the back of the house. So you can see the front of the house faces those mountains.
Okay. Oh, that's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, that's one of them. And then one of the renderings, I mean. Let's see, this one is, well, that's the same one.
Hey, Keena.
Can you see that one? Did it change?
No, it didn't yet. It didn't change.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And then this one, this is the other side of the house.
Oh my God.
Now this is the side of the house that'll face the mountains. This is the front side of the house.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful.
And then look at this one. This is the other side of that same image.
Oh my gosh. It seems like this was created quickly. Like, is that normally so is this is just a pretty part of it? You still got to get like the measurements and all that stuff done?
Oh yeah. This is
just a pretty part of it. Okay.
Yeah, this is the shock and awe. This is the shock and awe, I guess we say.
Oh my God. Yeah. I love it. Oh, look at that view from sitting in there. Just look at it. That is amazing. Is that the kitchen area back there, or what is that?
Which one is
So this is the one with the white like sectional, and then there's like a little table eating area, and then back behind that a counter set. That's the kitchen area?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That is a beautiful look. I would cook in that kitchen.
And then this is looking down on the back of the house.
Oh my gosh, and all the trees. Oh, I love it. Done.
Yeah, so
we're amazing.
Yeah, it's coming together. It's
it's huge too, Don. I love it.
It's going to be bigger than we anticipated. That's for sure.
Well, someone said they love all the windows. Oh my God.
Well, that was key, because with the views we're going to have, we definitely need that. Which is, we wanted to make sure we caught the mountain view. And again, we have 35 acres, and so we control the view in front of us, and so there's nobody's going to be building in front of us. And so we are putting our house against the backside of our property, and so and we're on the hill, so we don't have to worry about what's going on back there. And then as we look over, we control the front part. So that
is beautiful. Oh, that is so. I can't even wait. Look, it isn't even ready to even be dug up in the ground yet, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to come over and see.
Yeah, so we actually had we gave him some ideas that we needed to tweak on the things, and he's actually went back to the drawing board to tweak a few things, and then come back with something else.
So the person who creates that part also has to do like the designs, like the
yeah, he'll turn those into he's an architect, so he starts with his plans, and then once we do that, then he puts them into understanding how structurally they'll be put into place.
Oh Oh
Yeah,
my
so you know where the piers are, you know the foundation, and then the perimeter beam that's found, you know, the founding.
All that just made my brain hurt.
Yeah,
Just show me the pretty pictures. That's all. The pretty
yeah,
pictures is what I need. Everything else you figure it out and I'll take your word for it.
yeah. So that'll be eventually our. We're planning on that to be our retirement place too, because what we'll do is we'll build it, and then over time, once we get to a point, we're going to probably slowly migrate there, but just years and years from now. But you never know how things change, of course. But at the same time, it's cooler there in the summer. They do get snow in the winter,
How
but it's
far
not,
is it from where you are now?
about 3 hours.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, so it's about an hour south of Tucson. Yeah,
Oh, even past Tucson? Oh
past Tucson. Yeah, it's on the way. It's closer to the Mexican border. It's very close to the Mexican border,
my.
and so
Okay.
it's right there. So it's in Patagonia, and so Patagonia is west of Sonoita, and so you come down the main road. If you go left, you go to Sonoita. You go right, you go to Patagonia, and Sonoita is the wine region down here.
Okay.
And of course, we're 10 miles from Los Miles, which is the winery we love. So our house will be 10 miles away from there. I'm like, oh
You
no,
had me
that's
at
too close.
wine. You had me at wine. Barbara
Exactly.
says you're making a room for her, so she'll be coming down to stay.
Exactly.
I'm with it. I'm so with it.
Whoops. Hello. What happened? Hello?
I don't
Hello?
know.
What the hell?
I don't even know whose picture that is.
I know. Holy crap. What happened there?
Listen, maybe your ghosts are actually like, hey, I want to be a part of the broadcast. They're like, hello, here I am. I'm here.
Wow.
And welcome back, Don.
That was strange. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Listen,
Okay.
listen, I'm coming. They're calling me. I'm coming. I'm coming to see you guys. I'm coming.
Exactly.
When you look at stuff like that, Don, does it make your your engineering mind come back? Like, do you like chime in on any of that stuff?
Yes, yes, it does.
Yes.
It does. Yeah. And so it's like me having to kind of process and thinking, wow. And that's the problem is when the architect come up with the plans and they showed them, my mind was like, okay, wait a minute. First of all, I live in the house. And it's like, okay, theoretically, this can't flow this way because of this and this. And so as from his architecture mind is different than an engineering mind versus also somebody who understands the way their house works. And so I'm like, oh no, we can't. That's that we need to. And then this. And it's funny because some of the things that we have, Angie, our house here is nice size, and we have more room than we need. But there are still things in this house that we should have that we don't. And the layout sometimes, because we've lived in it, we've learned to live with it the way it is. We know where there could be modifications that will make it better. I'll put it that way. And so the good part is we're putting those into the plans. So
Oh,
the
that
plans
is
are having that.
lovely. I love it, love it, love it. The only thing I'm waiting on, and when I buy my house, is just have my dedicated meditation slash, kind of like work office room. That's all I want is like that set up. And I see the meditation room in my head. So I can imagine how you're like, nope, I want this there. I want that, bring this down, bring that in, close that off, open that up. Oh my gosh, that has to be amazing. And a little bit overwhelming, seems like.
A little bit. But those walls, the windows in the living room, that's going to be removable. So when you'll take them and you'll push them, and
Oh,
they're
like I see on the design show, like on the housing shows, and they just like, oh, you want to open it up and see the whole thing, and you just move the walls. Oh my
the
God.
walls will disappear, and therefore we'll have the entire thing flow from front to back all the way through. So it's like being indoor and outdoor and in. It's like sharing that space.
Miss Bonnie said you need to have a room for her. Well, Don, you just turn it into a bed and breakfast because obviously you're just going to have a lot of visitors coming in. Happy birthday,
Exactly.
Jennifer Hawkins. She said,
Hey, happy birthday!
do you want a reading today?
I think we should give her one. Lord knows.
Miss Jennifer Hawkins, do you want a reading today? If you guys want a reading, let us know. Put your question in the chat or just say whatever it is that you want, and we'll get to you. You know me and Don, we haven't been together in a long time. We're just chit chatting all over the place.
Exactly. Let's give a happy birthday song to Miss Jennifer and everybody else who's had the birthday this week, next week, last week, or we just didn't get to you. This is yours. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya.
All right now.
I still love the energy of that thing. It's old as hell, but I just
I love it. And that lady's teeth falling out gets me every time.
Yes.
And
Well,
the guy, what's his name, dancing at the end. He's funny too.
Stephen Colbert.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting when I looked for different images to make that. Um, I saw so many, and I'm like, that's cute, or that's not. But it's like, you
That
know,
flows very well. I like it.
yeah. So let's give Miss Jennifer her birthday reading.
All right, Miss Jennifer, let's see what we have for you. Immediately, Miss Jennifer, when I asked, when I got into your energy, I heard I think you should. So I feel like, and now they're showing me the Two of Swords. There's a decision that you're trying to make, whether you should or should not, and they're saying that you should. I hear the word relationship. So is this about a relationship that you should or should not move forward with? That's kind of how I'm getting it. Is like, you should, you should. I think you should was what I first heard. And then I got the Two of Swords. So it's kind of like you not deciding how you want to move forward. You're kind of at a stalemate. You're kind of at a place of indecision because you don't, it feels more like you don't want to make the decision versus you don't know how to make the decision. Like, you know what decision you need to make, or you're kind of going back and forth on it, but they're saying you should move forward with it. And they're showing me, and I'm hearing the word relationship. So I don't know if this is a romantic relationship or a sisterly relationship, because they're kind of showing me both, and it could be too. Like, there's a male and then there's a female. So I feel like maybe there's a romantic situation that you're trying to decide on, and a sister or a female relationship that you're trying to decide on. Um, or could it be family conflict that is affecting the relationship? But I feel like there's a decision that you need to make, and you haven't decided how to make it or how to move forward. And they're saying, yes, you should. You should go ahead and move forward with whatever that is. Oh, you said happily married with the love of your life. Yes. Okay. So then what is the situation with the sister? Is there some kind of family dynamic where there is where there's a tiff right now? Could be on the sister. Okay, so they're showing me the sister, but is it affecting or is it have any relation to your marriage? Because they're making it seem like it's a male and a female thing. So maybe there's like a little bit of family situation that is chirping in and telling you what you should or should not do, or something, a decision that you need to make in the relationship. And they're saying, yes, you should. And maybe that's in conflict to what the sister is telling you to do, or what's going on with the sister. Um, Are you worried about your job? Are you worried about losing your job? Because I hear job market crash, and they're showing me the Nine of Swords. So are you worried about losing your job or the financial situation that's coming up? Because they're making it seem like you'll be fine. And I'm seeing the Knight of Swords. So that's swift movement, that's logical, but it's also ambition. So I see you moving forward with great intention on the job part of it, if that's what you're waiting on. I don't get any anxiety or any situation where you should be like stressing about it, like concerned about it or thinking forward, but I don't feel like you're going to be losing any jobs or anything. It feels like okay, no job at the moment. Okay, so are you looking for a job? Because I feel like that's coming. They're making it seem like you're moving forward ambitiously and you're going to get this job, or that a job is coming your way. Like, because I get movement forward in the job arena. And then you said it's your brother and sister, so it's not your husband. That's the male and the female that I see in there. You should. But why are they telling you you should? Is there a decision? Are you needing to side with somebody, or are you needing to make a decision? Because they're clearly showing me a decision that needs to be made. They're showing me the Two Swords, and it's the male and the female, and they're saying you should. So whatever it is, you should move forward with it. And so I am getting that you are going to get the job coming up. Um, but I don't like, were you displaced from your job? Because it feels like a relief, like you leaving that job or not having a job feels like a relief, and what you're going to is going to be better. Like, they show you jumping out of a murky pool or a dirty pool of water or someplace undesirable into something that is better. Like, you're coming out on dry land, and when you come out cleaned up. Like, all of that murkiness is off of you, and you come out on clean land, and you're doing better. So I figure whatever situation you were in was not great for you emotionally or mentally or however it was. And now this situation will be better for you when you move forward. But they're saying determine whatever it is you want. There's about to be a full moon, I think, next week on the 14th or somewhere around there. And I think that you should move forward by putting your intentions out there. What days of the week do you want to work? What kind of job do you want to work? Do you want to work on a team? Do you want to work by yourself? Do you want a 9 to 5? Do you want to work at home? Do you want to go into the office? So all these things they're saying is to put those intentions out there and you'll get what you want. Okay? So that's what I got for you. Oh wow. So that's why you came out. She said she was let go of her job doing to someone doing her dirty. And they showed her in dirty water. Like she was in a pool of dirty water and she was like filthy. But when she came out, all of that dirt came off of her and she was walking to dry land, which was making it better for her. Okay, I like it.
That's good. Yeah.
Hi, Francis. Hi, Vanessa. Oh, Miss Bonnie said the full moon is Saturday. Okay, cool.
While we wait for her response or follow up, I'm going to go ahead and see what I've got to go to. Give it to her as well.
Okay.
She said yes, thank you. Jennifer. Jennifer, are you expecting, or who is the female around you who is expecting? Because I'm getting baby energy. I'm getting like in baby not here yet energy. In other words, so the baby is are you expecting, or again, or is it someone around you and you're involved like with like are you doing some party planning for that? Is this your energy? Because that's the first thing that came to my
Oh
mind.
my gosh, Don, because I heard party crashers and I thought, oh, I just heard that because of her birthday. So I thought like, and I was gonna wait for you to get done and be like, was there a party or something that you were expecting that didn't happen? So maybe that's it. That's the party energy.
Yeah, because I'm picking up and if you are not says can if you are not, don't be surprised. Again, they're in your circle. If not you, someone very close to you is going to be sharing that news very very soon. Um,
Close to me, but not me sounds very good. Especially if you're talking about a little.
exactly. Uh, I better put the glasses on so I can read. I can't even read that part of the screen because I have glasses here.
Oh, she said she would love another, but she has fertility issues. Well, oh, she
Party
said
is
her
tomorrow.
party is tomorrow night. Okay, because I heard party crasher, so you're gonna get an unexpected guest at your party, someone that you were not expecting to come. Because I heard party crashers.
Let me see what else I got for you. What I got for you? There's the party. Look at that. It's funny. Party. So the party's it's gonna be fun. You're gonna have a good time at the party. You may have to show a little bit of this is a specific kind of queen. This is a specific kind of queen. She will cut you. She will tell you just as it is. So you own your power during your party, because you may have to show it a little bit, because somebody may show themselves to be a little bit of like Angie said, maybe a party crasher, showing themselves to be an ass. And it's like, you know what? We ain't doing that. Sorry, not here, not today. You know what? We don't need that drama. We're not gonna have that drama, because that is too many people, and this is not the way to do it. So you take your little petty drama and you move it on down the road. So don't be surprised, you know. And again, if you do that, you're gonna be happy. Don't worry about what you say, because you know what? People are gonna give you the pass because it's your birthday. So go ahead and be the very obstinate, very kutcha queen. Kutcha. Okay.
And is there something about a lemon or blueberry cake? I keep hearing lemon blueberry. Is there something specific to the kind of cake that you want?
Well, the sister and you probably have an issue then. Is that why? So if she shows up, it could be drama.
But they showed me quickly that it was female, male, female issue.
Mhm.
So that's the brother and sister, and she sides with
Mhm.
the brother. So maybe the sister's gonna come in and give you a surprise birthday message.
Maybe in more than one way. But again, be strong, because again, that's what the cards were telling you very clearly. Be strong and say, nope, not today, not today. Get behind me, say, not today. Diane Tanner, when you ask a question like that, you said, wondering if a home that I love that's up for sale will find its way to me, please and thank you. First of all, Diane, look at my face. Look at my face. I'm doing Angie there. Look at my face. Look at my face. Diane, you have not read my book. You have definitely not read my book. And if you did, then you missed the whole point of it. Words are power. Words are energy. Listen to the Willie Nelson song that I played before. Words are energy. If you want that to happen, you have to talk it into existence. You have to put the energy out there, stating it's where it's going to be. If you keep saying, I wonder if that for sale, will it find its way to me? No, it ain't finding its way to you. No. It will be mine. It is mine. Not will be, is. Again, talk it into the present tense. Talk the success into the present tense. Don't don't go around using the words that limit your power and that limit your energy, because if you put it out to the universe and the energy, if the universe understands and believes that that is your energy, they will return that to you. You have to have confidence in that. So we, Diane, today, starting now, I need you to rewrite that in your head. So where instead of saying, I wonder if that house I love that's up for sale will find its way to me, you say, I am thankful that the universe and my energy brought me this amazing home to live in, this amazing home that I've been wanting, whatever. Again, present tense, success, personal, specialized, and specific. Okay, very important things. So put it out there, tell the universe, and say it 3 times in the morning. Same statement every day. Say it when you mean it when you say it. If you don't mean it, don't say it, because it ain't going to work for you. And then don't be surprised if, because you did the work, the energy finds its way to deliver to you what it is that you've been asking for. Okay, so let's get back to doing affirmations. Let's get to using your powers of the words. And we ain't living in the past. We ain't living in the oh my. If I were to, if you keep saying, oh man, I'm gonna be broke all my life, you will be broke all of your life. I promise you. I
God,
promise
let me
you.
tell you, and you're so right. I wrote in my journal, I want to pay off my debt by the end of the year. I crossed out, I want to, and just left pay off my debt by the end of the year. The next day, a large debt got paid off that I
Mhm,
had been thinking about. And it just took me to cross out that I want and
mhm,
leave, pay off my debt by the end of the year. And it
mhm,
happened just that fast, just by
mhm.
crossing the I want off and make it in a positive state, pay off debt by the end of the year. And that was it. I just took that part off and made it a positive, present thing, and immediately I got a notification of a large debt being paid off for half of the price that it was.
Yep. And Diane, when you said you were wondering if it was working, again, don't wonder, because again, if you wonder, then you're letting your ego get in there, and your ego then says, "Is it possible? Is it positive? Is it he's capable? Am I doing?" Again, all those things that will stop your energy. Everything will block your energy. So we won't guess. We won't wonder. We will say it is working. It is
Miss
working.
Diane, have you been in the house? Like, is there an issue with the house? Because I don't get, and I don't want to be negative, but I don't get you getting the house. Like, I feel like you're gonna find out something about it that's gonna make it undesirable to you. So I don't know if you've been in the house, you visited the house, you've walked through the house, but there seems to be something about it, and I don't know if it's structurally or design wise or whatever it is. But I feel like there's something you're gonna find out about it, and you're gonna change your mind about it. But I don't know. So if you haven't visited the house, you haven't walked in the house, I would I would tell you to go and look in the house, or to go and view the house, or anytime that you can get in there to get in there and see it. Because I'm not gonna, if that's what you really want, then you probably could get it. But I just see you changing your mind and finding something better. And they're showing me sunflowers for some reason, something about sunflowers being in the front yard. Like you have like a window like one of those window garden things or window plant things hanging off the off one of the window things, and then there's sunflowers in front of that. So I don't know if sunflowers make any sense to you. Oh, you said you've been in a couple of times, and so they're showing me sunflowers in the front yard or facing the sun. Um, and this seems to have a little porch, and this may be the house, but does it have a little porch area that you're going to be sitting on or something like that? Like, I feel like there's a window over here to the left. It has a little plant box or something in it, then the sunflowers, and then there's a little porch area also for you to sit in. So I don't know if this is the same house or if that's not, but that's the house that I see for you. It seems to be a little bit more of a modern build, not a very old one. And then I see is it gray and white, or does it have like white trim somewhere on it? That's the house that they're showing me. It has white trim, or that could be my sign for a more modern house or a new or newer build of a house. But it's how they're showing it to me. And is it 3 bedrooms, 3 or 4 bedrooms? Is that what they're showing me? They're showing 5, but I think one is like an office area, little porch, no plant that I saw. And this doesn't have to be that now, but is that something that you would do? Plant sunflowers in the yard and have a little plant box. I feel like when this house is yours, these are the things that you're gonna do. Like you're gonna put the sunflowers in the yard, you're gonna put the plant box in the window, you're gonna have the porch, and then gosh, I forgot the last thing I just said about it. But 3 or 4 bedrooms, and then I feel like there's a 5th room, but it seems to be like an office or like a den area. Is that correct? It was built in 2007. No, it feels newer. Well, I guess. I don't know. 2007 is pretty new. Is that not? No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's a 3 bedroom. So I saw the 3 bedrooms, possible 4th, and then I see a room that seems like a den or an office or some space like that. But it seems really nice. And did they just redo the kitchen? And is it like a white, like the countertop feels like it's a lot of white in it. It's a marbly kind of countertop, but it feels like there's a lot of white in it. 4th is a den. Okay, that's what they're showing. And then I feel like there's a lot of white marble countertop on it. Is that like, or maybe a lot of white in the countertop? But if that's a house, then maybe that is yours. That's how they're showing it to me. So maybe I just see you making changes to the house because it seemed to be something that you didn't like about it. So maybe once you get in, you'll make changes. So maybe that is a house for you, but that's how I'm seeing it, or that's how my people are showing it to me for you, or the house that they're showing me for you. So maybe. And what's the 134? Is that the price of the house, or there's something about 134? Marbly browns and copper. Nope, I see something that's really, it seems more white to me. But if you're saying that's not it, then no. Marbly browns. Oh, you know what? I don't like a lot of white in the house either. It feels like a serial killer. Like everything when I see houses on TV or I see movies and the kitchen is like stark white, like the cabinets are white, the countertops are white, everything in there is white. I'm like, that looks like a serial killer's home. It's too white for me.
Dexter.
A little bit, here and there. So yeah, maybe that is the house for you. But what's the 134? I don't know what that is. They keep showing me 134 for that. But maybe that is the house for you. So good luck if that is, Miss Diane. Oh, 460. I don't know what the 134 is.
Could it be an address or a zip code?
Oh,
Diane, could that be address or zip code or area code for the phone? Makes you wonder. Many things are possible.
Well, there you go, Miss Diane. I hope that is what you needed to hear.
And Diane, the good part,
positive.
Absolutely. And the good part, Diane, is I was shuffling and the card that popped out is the World card. And that World card is a great card to have when you're asking a question like this because it represents graduation, marriage, a birth of a child, achievement of a long-term dream, and this would fit in the long-term dreams. It's always one that it's again accomplishment of your goal, and it's like things coming together, being in the right place, doing the right thing at the right time. So this is a good sign that hey, again, put that energy out there. But when you do have that, and another card, the next card that came out for you was a follow-on card, and that one would come if you have loose ends, which in this case it seems to be the case because it hasn't come to fruition yet. So again, there's still something need to be completed, and maybe that's you And this is the Five of Wands. This is internal conflict with you. And it's like, am I ready? Can I do this? Should I do this? How do I do this? And so again, you have got to get your brain in order. You've got to get your energy in order and tell yourself, I'm worthy of this. I've earned this, and this is mine. This is mine. Is mine. Not will be, not should be, not can be. No question of, oh, is it? Could it possibly? Do I deserve it? None of that. It's mine. So let's get beyond the internal conflict, again, that energy we're putting out there, and get back to the fact that we're going to get this. This is mine, and it's mine already. I just need the universe to catch up and make it so. Okay, so let's go with that and make sure that, again, you're putting out the right energy. The energy is super important.
Miss Diane, what's the holdup? Because you said, is it on the market? Is that what you said? The house is on the market. So maybe they'll drop the price a little bit. I don't know if that 460 is in your range. So maybe the 134 could be a price drop or something like that. But I clearly got 134 for you. But I don't know what that is. So we'll see. Come back and let us know. Somebody said Dexter or American Psycho. I'm telling you, that's what I think of when I just see everything all white. I'm like, something's a little too crazy about that.
Yeah, when we had our countertops redone here in the house, and when I walked in, and you know, these people I never didn't know them from Adam. I know the company because I went to visit them at their office, but otherwise, and I was out and I came in and I walked in and there's this big plastic across the entranceway into the kitchen, and I peek in and the floors are covered in plastic, and I'm like, oh God, I'm in Dexter. I get out of here, you know. And it's because they were sanding the wood down, and we have a large countertop. They didn't want to sand but it's funny, they covered up the vent and everything. So, and I'm like, oh Lord, I'm gonna be dead. You're gonna find me in a week or two. You know, somebody's gonna say, hey, where's Don been? You know. So we had our own clean room.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It was some movie that's why I love oh gosh, what is that movie with Keanu Reeves in it? He has John Wick. I love all of his movies because he called that cleaning crew to come in, and that's what they did. They came in, laid all the plastic down, wrapped all those bodies up, cleaned his house. He gave them a little coins, and they were out. And I was like, and I need a team like that that just comes in and clean it up and make it look like nothing ever happened.
Remember Pulp Fiction? Did they do that too?
I think so.
Remember, it was Harvey Keitel. I think he was the cleaner. It was Travolta and what's his name?
Is it Jack?
Samuel.
Is it Jack? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. And they got rid of a body or something, and then they call in Harvey Keitel, and he comes in and cleans up. I think was that movie. I'm almost thinking.
Could be.
Yeah, it's like So again, Diane, please, mindset, everything. Mindset is energy. Energy is words are energy. Make sure and look up the Willie Nelson song again. I think it says words are energy. You look it up. It's an amazing song. It's a short one. It's like 2 minutes. It's in his later years. It's one of Willie's more recent songs. But I'm telling you, when you hear that song, you're going to see exactly what I preach about all the time. That's going to register because I'm like, when I heard that song, I had told everybody. I sent it out there. I'm like, Willie Nelson, sing my song.
And you know, Diane, when you drive by the house, just say, I am so grateful that the universe has blessed me with this home. Or I'm so grateful to be living in this home. I am so grateful to be holding a housewarming party in this home. Just express your gratitude for already being in the place where you want to be. Like, I'm already grateful for my meditation room, and I don't even have 4 walls in a house that I even know. I haven't even identified the house I want, but I know the meditation room that I want in the house when I move to the house.
Yeah, Vanessa, that song is good. Well, Angels Flying Too Close to the Ground is another good one from Willie. Yep.
Miss Jamila, are you still here? You asked for a career thing, and I had a picture in my head, and it hasn't gone away. So if you're still here, I want to give you a career reading because they show me your job like a house of cards, or if you're currently working, or like is your job like barely holding on, and it's like maybe they're going out of business. Are you working for a company that is going out of business, Miss Jamila? If you're still here.
Jamila Strozier. Probably Strozier, right?
Well, my friend's name is Dozier.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this is Strozier, like you said. Okay, you're here. So is the company that you're working for going out of business, or like there's something about it because they show it to me like a house of cards, like it's barely holding on. So either that's no, I don't feel like that's you. I feel like it's your business in general, barely holding on and about to fold. And it says that um you are emerging from the ashes or from whatever the destruction is, you're emerging from it. So it's a tower or it's a destruction, but it's not yours. You're emerging better off than when you came in there. And I feel like you got a couple skills that'll help you to do I only do PRN at a nursing home, but I'm tired. Um, hmm there's something about it, like I don't feel like, or maybe you're the house of cards, but I feel like something's falling in, but I see you emerging better from it, like you're going to leave that situation in a better position than when you came. And I feel like that you are like you got a few skills that you need for whatever the next position is. Are you trying to be like a manager level or a supervisor level? Like I feel like wherever you're going, you're going to be a level up, and it's going to be a new place, and it's going to be more of a larger corporation. Like you're going from a smaller situation to a bigger situation. And I feel like it's something totally different. Like I feel like it's still going to be patient care, but it's going to be something totally different. So are you looking for something different? Maybe teaching, because I see you speaking to a group of people who are, like, I don't know if these are new hires or whatever it is, but I see you speaking to a group of people. Oh, your body hurts. Maybe you're going to leave that part of it and just be teaching. So is that something that you're interested in? Because I see you maybe speaking to a group of people in a office or in a smaller room and giving them information about what's about to happen, or teaching them, or just kind of showing them around. But I get you more in a capacity of being a trainer or a teacher than continuing to do this kind of work. But I still get patient care. So wherever you at is still a facility that has patients in it. And maybe you're just training people. I do see an increase. There's 26 or 26,000 or something like that. That's the number that they're showing me as an increase. I'm not sure what that means. 26,000, because they're showing me the 30. So 26,000. So maybe you're going to get an increase of 26,000 from this nurse, like a nurse educator. Yes, Max, that does sound about right. And then I also see you, are you bumping heads with like um a male figure in the place where you are? Are you bumping heads with somebody? Because I feel like I see a doctor or somebody that maybe you're having a little authority situation in, and they're showing me you as the Queen of Swords, but you're kind of turning on your side and you're not wanting to, like, something is keeping you from speaking your mind as freely as you normally do. But I do see you moving forward. I want to say they're showing me 6, but I think it's the 6th month because I see the word June. So maybe the 6th month you'll see this change, and you'll either be leaving, going to your new position then, or you'll be, I don't think it's in 6 months because they showed me 6 and then they showed me June. So by June, maybe you'll be in this new position, or you'll be moving on to this new position, or considering your move to a new position. But I do get all positive things, and I get the 26. What's the 26? You're not telling me what the 26 is. Well, that's what they're saying. You're not speaking your mind. Like they showed me the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. Like you're normally a person that's very expressive, but instead of you being up like this, you're like this. Is how they're showing it to me, which means that you're not speaking. You're kind of stepping back from speaking your mind. But there's a male that they're showing me that you're stepping back from in this situation. But I do get a positive feel on you moving forward and getting going to a new place. So I feel like you're leaving this smaller facility, going to a larger facility, and teaching. You never did tell me if that was something that you would like to do, but I got something about teaching or at least training people. Oh, you need to open up and talk to your coworkers more. That could be it. But it's more about speaking your mind. I don't know if you notice things that are not correct in the facility or procedures that could be better, and you're not saying anything because you're not stepping into your power, and you seem to have this ability to speak well and communicate well, and not mix your words, but you seem to be stepping back for some reason. And I don't know if that's because you've had issues in the past when you spoke too boldly, or you're just not wanting to be like, I don't get a desire of you wanting to be in this situation with these people. It's kind of how I get it. Like, you're kind of over it. And so you're not putting your full whole heart into it. It's kind of like, I got to get there. I got to get, oh, you don't want to teach? Okay. Well, they're showing me you speaking to a group of people. So I don't know if you're helping them to learn something, or you're like, if maybe a new person came in, they would be like, oh, shadow this person and she'll tell you what to do. Because I clearly see you speaking, and you could be negating something that is coming your way. Because I remember my sister, she worked at this job and they wanted her to be a manager, and she kept saying no, no, no. And eventually she just rolled right into it, and she is a manager, even though she kept saying no, 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 no. So you could be negating something that is coming up for you, because I do see you speaking to 3 or 4 different people as if you're giving them information on how to move forward, or how a procedure is going to go, or next steps or something. Like, you're speaking to them in a way that's instructive, not not in a way. Yeah, you're instructing them on how to do something. Oh, you would love to speak in public. Okay, so this could be a start, you just moving up. But I do see progress, and I do see you leaving where you are, going to someplace else. And I do feel like it's for June. And they're showing me like um the Ace of Swords, which is a new beginning, but it's clarity. It's you seeing things different. So you may just need a different perspective on how you see things. Maybe you don't see yourself as a teacher or as an instructor, but they're saying that's where you could naturally progress. If you're tired, then this could kind of get you maybe out of patient care and get you into more of a managerial, or more of a admin side, than doing the actual physical labor of whatever you're doing now. So it all looks good for me. Who's the male? I see a male. Um, and this is not the same male that you were having the words with. This seems to be more romantic. Is it a past person? Because he's a little bit back. Is it a past person? It doesn't feel like a new person. It feels like a past person that you've had some energy with before, and you're struggling to figure out if you want to go back or if you want to move forward. Is that true? Is there a male in your past that you're not sure about? He seems to be more of a brown, not really a darker skin, but more of a brown skin person. Um, Kind of a deeper voice, and maybe he speaks as boldly as you is, and that's where you're butting heads, because he has emperor energy, and it seems that you may be butting heads on a couple of things. But there's a male. Is that true? Oh yes, past issues. Okay, and you would love to do public speaking. So is this male someone from your past that is either coming back around, or you're not sure what to do with? Because there seems to be a male, and it seems to be more romantic than it does work. So that's just something for you to think about. And I'm not sure if we're still in Mercury retrograde. It might be over or not. I'm not even sure. But that's all I got for you, Mr. Mila. That was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Don, why can't we see you anymore?
I don't know what happened.
It's the same screen that happened last time.
What the heck is happening with? I don't know what's going on.
You don't want to go back to. Well, somebody's coming back, because I see a male. And I don't know if the person I described is that person, but it seems to be a male that you were bumping heads with, and they're coming back up in your energy, because he seems very familiar. It's still the blank screen, Don, of it looks kind of like one of the backgrounds that Bonnie had. Oh, there you are. Hey.
I don't know what's going on. I'm telling you, something's freaky going on. That's all I know. Something is happening over here.
Okay, then that may be who it is. If your sister's saying he's asking about you, then that's who it is, because I see him in your energy, and he's very familiar. So I feel like he's gonna come back, and I feel like you guys bumped heads, but it's about that authority. Like, both of you want to be the authority. So that's what I got for you, Miss Jamila.
Jamila, have you considered reaching out to companies that do traveling nurses who go from house to house and do appointments at people's houses, giving you a freedom of your schedule, a little more of a freedom for your schedule? I mean, you're never going to be free of schedule, but I get the feeling that you need to get out. You need to get out and about, and that came to my attention. It's like, I can see you in a traveling nurse situation where you're told, okay, these are the patients you're going to visit today, and you visit whatever, you make the arrangements or whatever. but I do see that as a potential for you, and I see that as maybe something that will be working. Francis just said traveling nurse is great. Yeah, that's the energy I'm picking up for her, and I think that that would help give her a change of location, but yet she can always stay within her career field. And they're always in demand, which is nice. I mean, you're in a career field where you're definitely in demand because there are not enough nurses. I can assure you that. What else am I getting? It seems like you already have the connections too. You already know the people who can make that happen for you. And if you, so, yeah, I just get the feeling like you already have the connections to make that happen. So are you already working around people who are doing this, or you know people who are in school with you or something that went this way? Again, I'm picking up the feeling like you could do this and put it into work if you wanted to. Max says that's what they do. Max is a male or female, I don't know, but anyway, I think it's Max says that's what they do already, which is nice. Nice. So that's kind of what I'm picking up for you. You may want to, if you're looking for a little change, a little variation, and yet still stay within your present kind of career field. That's one of the things you could do. And that's just one of the things I just saw you driving, and I see you, just driving and being happy, or I see you jam into the music and just kind of feeling the wind blowing your hair and kind of just saying, I'm freer. And that's what I feel is a freeing kind of feeling. So you may want that. Let's see what else I got for you. Oh, look at that, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, and I think it's a good move for you too. I think you'll make more money actually there, because this Knight of Pentacles, and it's interesting because you notice this is the knight who is on the horse that's not moving. This is not the Knight of Pentacles is the one card where the horse does not move. It's not really moving, but it's like so it's like this is movement toward the success, but not actual physical movement. So in that sense, it's like doing something different, but being still the same career, just doing it differently, and moving toward the happiness. So, and you just said you wanted more money. Well, guess what? There's your more money right there. So yeah, don't be surprised.
And I like the Knight of Pentacles, Don, because it's consistent, dependable, and it's almost guaranteed. Like that's something that's coming. It's consistent, it's dependable. You know it's coming, but it's slow moving.
Yep. And you just have to do it's like check the boxes, do the process, and then let it work itself through. So, yeah, I think that's something you should consider doing. I really do.
Max said, "What state did you live in, Jamila?" Look, maybe we may have created a little work connection right here.
Yeah.
You just want more money. Well, I see more money. I saw the 26. So I think it's 26,000 or something like that, because they showed me 26 and then they showed me 3 zeros after it. So maybe that could be the increase of what you're going to get.
Heck yeah.
I like it.
Take it and run. I'm telling you what, when you can get more money, why not? Again, especially if you're doing the same skill set, you're using the same skill set, you're putting into place some of the same activity and actions, but it gives you a different outlook every day. And who knows?
And then I also saw that
oh, she's in Arizona.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so are we.
Yeah, we are.
And if you need Jamila, if you message me, I have a friend who I have a number of folks in the medical field. Angie will tell you that for sure. But I do have a friend who right now does that kind of nursing. She travels and she does travel nursing, and she loves it. She was working in a hospital setting, and she did it in Washington State for a long while, and then she left there and did locum tenens, and she was doing that in Boston and in New York, and then she moved here. And she chose, instead of doing locums, because in locums, you still work in an environment for a week or two at a time, or 3 at a time, or a month or two. And this one, she loves this. She finds this to be the most rewarding, because again, she can jump in the car, go take care of it, and not have to be confined to a space. And she just loves that. So if you need somebody direct wise, I can, if you message me, I can send you information and maybe connect you with her or whoever else she uses, so where you can make those connections. You may be happy that you did. Again, here in Arizona, the nurses are in demand, and you will you can write a good check on that one. I guarantee
So
it.
Jamila, you said, I guess I need to talk to the owner to see if he can offer me. That feels like, I guess I need to do it. I
Surrender.
mean, if that's what I gotta
Yeah.
do. But also, you were offered more money, and did you not take it, or is this a different position? So is it? I don't understand that. To see if he can offer me more money than he originally said. Is this regarding a new job, or is this regarding where you are now? Because if this is where you are now, I don't see you staying there. I see you leaving, going to something else. But your energy feels a little bit subdued. Yeah, you do feel trapped going into that. But yeah, you feel very subdued. Like your energy feels down, like, I gotta go do it. I don't want to do it. Like that would be me going into a daycare. Just, I gotta work with all these kids, gotta deal with all these kids touching me, just kids everywhere. I get it. I get it. I get it. But my friend, when she that's how she decided to move to California. I think she took a couple traveling nursing assignments, and she liked California, and that's how she got there, and she loved it. It was $1 more. No, I feel like you're gonna make more. And again, I get it around June. But Don is offering
Mhm.
you an opportunity to connect with some people that could probably end up being something
Mhm.
sooner than that. But heck, we're almost in May right now, so June isn't too far away.
I know. Isn't it crazy what happened in this month already?
Exactly.
Jeez, it was.
All right, Don. So who's next? Oh, and Max is recommending
Mm.
that you go that route. You won't be disappointed. All right.
How about Max? What you got, Max? Since you've been so helpful, what's your
All
question?
right, Max, do you have a
Let's give
question?
Max a reading. And thank you, Max, for everybody else who jumps in. You guys, when you jump in, it makes it get. I mean, we're our community, and that's why we started this a long time ago. We like communities, and
And
we
Max
like to
said
work
he
with
was
a community.
male.
Yeah, that's a nice change too. It did it
Don,
again.
listen,
What
there
in
has
the
to be a
whole?
ghost in. Listen, look.
This is crazy. I'm telling you, I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing. It keeps defaulting to this other camera for
Oh
some
my
reason.
God.
What in the world is going on?
Max, are you a
I feel like there's a
gambling person? Because I keep hearing ching 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 ching, like of the of slot machines, like ching 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 ching, like a payout amount. So are you expecting a payout? Like it doesn't feel like something that you've worked for or earned. It just seems like a payout that's coming to you by sheer luck or by some kind of happenstance. Like it doesn't feel like something that you worked for. So I feel like you're going to get oh, Max wants something about career too. So I feel like there's going to be like a pot of money or a windfall of money coming to you, but it doesn't seem like something you earn. And I just hear the ching 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 of a slot machine or the money coming down for you. So I don't know if you're a gambling person or this is just letting me know that there's winnings or money coming to you. So I do get that kind of ching 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 sound of money coming to you. Um Lover, 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 lover. I hear something about the word lover or a female, but she seems to be far away. Like is um desert, deserted. Did you just end a relationship or is there somebody who walked away? Like I feel like there's a girl there, but she's alone in a deserted area. Or did you leave someone? Like did you just leave a relationship? Because it feels like she is feeling deserted or she's feeling alone in this situation, but there's a female energy in your energy, and it feels like you walked away from her. Is that true? Hey Brittany. Hey Amanda. Kathy, I saw your question too. Well, you asked, could you ask a question? If you have a question, just put your question in there, Miss Kathy. But I'm getting very strong energy about a relationship or a female in your energy that is feeling deserted or like you walked away from her. And then um, I hear the words rekindle. there has been some distance. So I hear rekindle. So I don't know if you're going to rekindle the romance or try to work on it, but I do feel like there's going to be like a romantic outing, or maybe if you plan a romantic outing and you guys kind of get away alone to talk about it or to have some time together, it'll help out with the situation. You'll get a better understanding of this person. Because I do feel like this seems to be a person that could be long term or someone you could build a relationship with. I just feel like there's a misunderstanding right now. Like they're showing me the two of cups, but it's kind of like one of you wanting to shake the shit out of the other person and just be like, hey, wake up. Do you hear me? And so that's what it kind of is like, because they're showing me the two of cups, but the one person is shaking the other person to kind of wake them up and be like, hey, do you hear me? Or do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? And so I do get that vibe from you too. As far as a career vibe, they're not giving me anything. I'm just getting the money part of it and the relationship part of it. So that's kind of all I have for you. So Don, do you have anything for um Max regarding the relationship?
Let me see what I got for Max. Do you hear what I hear? Max, is there
Uh, you're trying to find a nice way to say it.
yeah. So Max, have you? I mean, is this relationship a long? You've already been in it for a while, or um, is this what is up with this relationship? What's up with the relationship? What are you anticipating in this relationship? Maybe I don't know. Is that a good way to put it? I don't know.
He just said that there's been some distance recently.
Uh huh. Yeah, it's like read the writing on the wall is kind of what I'm picking up. I mean, it's like, do you hear what I hear? Is the song that came in my head, and it was like, um, you know, if you ask an objective person, if you were to separate your subjective self and say, this is the scenario, what vibe do you get? What answer would you get? Because I'm like, do you hear what I hear? It's like, are we hearing the same thing? Um, I don't know if I don't know.
Mending a friendship.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna. No, Max. I,
She feels deserted because they show me her out in a desert area alone and just looking back and forth as to where like how she got here. That's kind of how they show me her, wondering how she got there or how y'all got there or how she ended up
mm-hmm.
alone.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Max, to just put it kind of bluntly, without being too blunt, she's already moved on. I mean, the friendship, if it's a friendship, it's only a friendship. If it's a relationship situation, it's only now a friendship. I don't think that what you're wanting from the relationship is going to add up to what she is looking to get out of it. I just don't get that.
I feel
I
like
don't know.
he
And so
walked
again,
away. I got him walking away and deserting her.
wow, yeah, no, I'm picking the other. I'm picking the. I don't know if he walked away, but I don't think that it's going back, and I don't think that she will want to go back. So in other words, I don't think that I don't know. It doesn't. Whoever walked away, I think that from her point of view, that's not going to be revisited on her. She's like, nah, been there, done that. Won't do that again. You know, that kind of thing. It's like this strong energy about that.
We'll see. All right, Max. Oh, and he wanted a career. I didn't get anything about career because the relationship and the money came right in.
But you know, it's interesting because you were talking about the nursing, Max, and then you talk about career, which is not a bad thing. Um, But I mean, are you not happy with nursing? Because again, I don't know if you are utilizing your strongest skill set with what you're doing, and I'm kind of curious why that is.
Oh, Don, that makes
Um,
so much sense because I saw him standing on the top of a cliff, kind of like how they show you the
mhm,
full card, and he's standing there and he's just looking around like he's at the top of his game in this situation. Like maybe he's at the top of this situation and he needs something else. He needs a new adventure. He's looking for something else, and because he's maxed out where he's at, and he needs a different challenge. So he's looking around to find out where he should go next or how he should develop his career next because I feel like he's
yeah,
at the top of where he's going to be in this situation.
yeah. And I think challenge is the key word that you just said there. Challenge, because I think that he's no longer challenged, and I think that Max is not somebody who can sit back and not be challenged. I think he's looking
He
for
says
something
he
that needs
feel
a
like
little
he can do
more.
more. Yeah, because they show him and it's just
Yeah,
a wide open environment and he's looking for a point to focus on. Like, can I go here? Should I go here? Should I go here? But he's at the top of where he is in this situation. And in order for him to move
yeah.
on, he's going to have to find something else.
It's like an assessment. It's like an assessment of what have I accomplished? Where am I going with this? Whatever. And again, you're thinking, there's something else out there because this isn't enough. This isn't enough. And so Max, no, I think that you should you may want to actually. It's interesting. I just saw the test in my head popped up, the test of to see if what your strong skill sets are naturally part of you. And again, the damn thing pops off again. What in the hell? Oh, jeez. I didn't do anything. Look at that. It's crazy. Anyway, back. But Max, I think you should. There's a test that you can take that actually helps to look at your strengths and so forth, and then you can use that to figure out how you can move forward in a career that would satisfy you more. But I do think you need something different. You need more challenge. You need more something to utilize a lot more than what you are. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you eventually move on as well. And not move on because you're moving all the time, but I mean change your careers and not just your job, your career. But you may still wind up in medicine, but you'll probably move into an advisory role and maybe even into pharma and maybe into drug sales. And so and then not the illegal drug sales, legal drug sales, but I can see you working for a pharmaceutical and being a drug rep and going to visit the doctors and doing those things because again that's your skill set. You have that strength already, and you have a marketing ability. You also have a communication ability. You're very good at communicating with people, which is why you've moved as much as you have already advanced. But again, use that to your advantage and go a different direction. So check out a drug rep job. Check out a job that would allow you, again, freedom of schedule. You move around, you meet with the different docs and so forth at your will, but you are selling a product and a service or a service. So that's what I would be looking at, and that would suit you very well because again, those are the natural born abilities for you.
I definitely feel like he needs a challenge and he's not getting the challenge that he wants to do. Listen, legal or illegal, you can make good money in pharmaceutical sales, Max. I'm just saying. One will
Yes,
land you in jail and maybe one won't, but
exactly.
actually both probably
So
could lead you to jail.
I would say both can leave you in the jail if you wind up in the wrong situation with that. That's for sure.
But you definitely need a new challenge. And I feel like maybe you could, like Don has great meditation videos, and you could kind of get into one of the meditation videos that Don has. And like we've been talking about meditations, we've been talking about getting into that. But I heard another person who's a reader online saying before you go to bed, or he was saying to Pisces because I was I was listening to a Pisces reading. He was saying ask your higher power what's your next step. You're at a point where you need to know what's your next step, and so just ask your higher power, what's my next step? What do I need to do? How do I move forward? And that's something that I used to ask all the time because I used to say win all the time, and I stopped asking when and started saying what's my next step. Obviously you're not going to tell me when, or when is too far away, there is further away than I want it to be. So what's my next step? What is going to get me there productively? How do I wait productively? Those are all steps you could ask of your higher power, and you could just write that down. If you're not comfortable speaking it to your higher power, then just write that down. What's my next step career wise? What should I focus on? How should I move forward career wise? Because I do feel like you need something that is very challenging, but they show me you coming down off of that mountain. So it may be something where you're starting, like you have knowledge in it, but you're starting as a new person, and you'll build up because you're at wherever you're at now, you know it back and forth. You could do this in your sleep. If it's scheduling, if it's charting, whatever it is, you know it back and forth. You need something where you're starting down here and you're building your way back up, but not to say that you're taking a demotion. You're just starting something new. You're learning a new skill and you're building up to it. But you could be very lucrative. And I do see the money coming. Again, not that you worked for, but also that you're working for. So, again, I do see your career moving forward for you as long as you ask or try to figure out what your next step is.
Super,
Right.
super.
And then Miss Kathy Marks,
Oh,
are you still in here? You asked, are you gonna move in May? And I gotta know, but I gotta know because you're not prepared. They said you're not prepared financially and you're not prepared mentally. Like you haven't even I don't feel like you've created a budget to say, well, this is how much the apartment's gonna cost, this is how much money I make, this is what my bills are gonna be, this is what my transportation is gonna be, this is what my food's gonna be. So I don't feel like you've made a realistic budget and you're just kind of frustrated with the situation that you're in and wanting to go, but you're not ready to move on. And so I feel like you need to prepare a little bit more. So I don't see you moving in May. Maybe a little further along down the road, but I do not feel like you're going to move in May. I feel like it's just a frustration of the situation, and you have not thoroughly prepared yourself to be ready to move into a new apartment in May, which is less than.
Kathy, are you?
Mhm.
I was going to say, Kathy, are you still here?
Yeah, because it's April 9th, and if you're asking if you're going to move, then I just don't know that you're ready to move. Because if I'm moving in May, I need to have some money saved. I need to know what my budget is, and I feel like if you force the move, you're going to put yourself in a bad situation. You're going to break the bonds or the ties that you have in the situation you're in now, and then you're going to put yourself in a situation where you're not ready to move forward, or where you're not prepared for all the expenses that go along with moving or with maintaining your own household. So that's what I got from Miss Kathy, and I don't even know if she's still here.
Who else is here and would like a reading? Let us know so we can give you some consideration. Consideration.
Crystal Lee is at the top of the chat. She said, "What's coming up in my life for this month?" I'm like, this month is almost over, but I get it, Miss Kathy. Miss Crystal, you said, "What's coming up in your life for this month?" So that would be April. Um, Vanessa, are you the person that had the deceased relative that you were asking about? Um, but Crystal, let's see what's coming up for you this month. They keep telling me, I keep hearing to catch a fish, but in the sense of if you teach a man to fish, then he'll be, better off than if you just give them the fish. Like teach a man to fish. So it's you learning something that you need that'll make you more productive or that'll make you more abundant. So there's a skill that you need to learn because I heard teach a man to fish or versus give a man a fish. And so there's a lesson or a skill that you need to learn that'll help you to be more independent and self-sufficient that you don't have now. So I don't know what that skill is, but it is something else that you need to learn before you're ready to be a little bit more independent or a little bit more self-sufficient or move to this next phase or this next situation that you're trying to get to. Um, Whatever it is that you need to learn, it's going to be a short amount of time because they're showing me a calendar and they're decreasing it like this and they're making it smaller. So it's a short amount of time, or it's not something that's going to take a long time for you to learn. I don't feel like you need to go to school to like get a degree or anything like that. If anything, it may be a certificate or some kind of certification, but I don't feel like you need to have a long educational process in this. but there is something you need to learn so that you can move forward and get to the next level of abundance or where you're trying to go. Um, so that's what I'm getting for you. Also, let's see what else we have for Crystal. And I feel like you're moving in secrecy because I heard shh, don't tell, or don't tell dad. So there's something that you're trying to do where you're not telling somebody. So are you in a situation where you're leaving a relationship? Is everybody breaking up this month? Oh my God.
Oh my
Are you
goodness.
in a situation where you're leaving you're looking for your dream property? So is there something you need to learn about buying property? Because there's a skill that you need to learn in order to be more abundant or to be more self-sufficient and move to the next level. And it doesn't seem to be tied to career or anything like that. But there is something that you need to learn before you go on. So it could be about the market, it could be about finance, and it could be about just, the whole process. But there is something that you need to learn before you move on, and your higher power seems to be holding you back. Like they have a head on your forehead like this, holding you back to keep you from moving forward. And so whatever it is that you need to learn or that you need to find out about before you can move forward. And then I heard, shh, don't tell dad. So there seems to be a situation where you're moving in secret. Maybe you're talking to your child about not telling their dad, or maybe there is a situation that you don't want to tell your dad about, but there's something you're doing in secrecy that you don't want people to know about. Is that correct? You want to, I think I find it with some things. I don't know what that means. And then you said, I want to set up a healing retreat. I guess that could be the thing that you need to learn. But there is a skill that you need to learn before you move forward. That's all that they're showing to me. And then again, there's something that you're trying to do in secret. So that's all I got for you, Miss Crystal.
So what was the initial question though?
What's coming up in my life in the next month?
Okay. Hmm.
And are you trying to set up this healing retreat within the next month? Because you asked about the next month. So is that what you're trying to do in the next month? Oh, but you're not telling anyone. Okay. So that's what I get about the shh, don't tell anyone. Okay.
Are you setting it up to go there, or are you the one preparing to make one? Because if you're preparing to make one that's going to happen in the next month, and you're posting it, you need to be telling 10 billion people,
She says, I want to set up a healing retreat.
right? So again, Crystal, is that you finding one and going to it, or is that you planning to do one? And then again, that's
Yeah, you're way behind if you want to set up one
oh yeah.
to like facilitate it. And if so, you may want to work with somebody who's doing that so you can kind of get an understanding of what it all entails.
Hmm. You find property you're interested in. You mean places? Oh, buy. Okay.
So if I'm understanding this correct, you're trying to buy a property so you can set up a healing retreat at the property to set it up this year. But you said what's going to happen for your life in the next month. So when I asked about the next month. And in the next month, they were saying you needed to learn something before you could move to the next step.
Hmm. Oh no. You threw me for a loop there because I'm not picking up a lot of positive energy around that. And I don't want to poo-poo your idea because it's probably a great idea.
Well,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
confused because she asked about the next month, but then the things that she's telling us seem to be long term things like buying a house and buying. and setting up a retreat seem to be things that could take several months or, through next year.
Right.
But that's not the question you asked. You asked what's going on. So you want to know if you'll be able to buy the property in the next month? I don't get a yes on that. So no, that's not the energy I'm getting. I'm getting that you need, and it could again be about learning the whole buying process. That may be the thing that you need to learn, or it could be several things, but they are showing me specifically that you need to gain a little bit more knowledge before moving to the next step. Like I feel like the first time I bought my house, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Um, I didn't get an inspection on the like I had looked at many houses and I had got an inspection on the first house and it fell through miserably. So this house, it looked like they had remodeled several things in there. So the person at the bank was like, "Oh no, this is a nice house. You don't need to get an inspection." I didn't. Shortly after I moved in, the furnace went out. Didn't get an inspection, didn't find out that information. And so there was a lot of missteps that I made in the first house, in the first time that I bought a house. And so I'm trying to be a lot more aware this time. And so that could just be it. You not being aware of the process for starting a retreat or for also buying a house. And those are the things that you need to learn in order to move forward.
Be wary. Be weary. Be aware of what you do not know. This here, somebody's being deceitful. Somebody's hiding something from you that maybe you need to know. Okay. And so there's an Ace of Swords, which tells you that you have to be thinking about this a little differently, apparently. So make sure that you're thinking that. And then there's an Ace of Wands. So it's going to be a lot of work. It's the beginning of a new work, which is so there's some positive here in the sense that, again, it's the new. But this one worries me. So make sure you get the inspections and make sure you know everything about that property because there's something you don't know and that they're hiding from you, and you probably need to know or you should know. So keep that in mind. That's what I'm picking up from you. Okay. Let's see who else is here. Kathy Marks. Kathy Marks. Okay, Kathy, you can do you next. I love my calendar girl. Yeah. What did you want to know, Kathy, by the way? You said you're here. Angie, Miss Angie, I am still here, and yes, I am the one with the deceased family. My dad passed away 3 years ago today. I don't know. Does Angie ask you about that? When she gets back on, I'll make sure that she knows that you said that, Vanessa. Again, Kathy Marks, are you still here? Hey, Brady Thompson, nice to see you in. Nice to see you in. Nice to see you in. I love my calendar girl. Angie, look at Miss Vanessa's message to you. So I don't know if she had mentioned something earlier. You mentioned something
Oh,
about
she mentioned something earlier, and I was just wondering if she was that same person. I hadn't connected to any energy. I just wanted to make sure that she was that person that said that.
that.
Because she said her dad had passed, 3 years ago today, and she wanted to know if we were getting any energy from him. And I had not. I just wanted to make sure that she was that person.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't want you to miss that just in case.
Vanessa, what's with the chili? Did he used to make chili, or did he used to call you Chili Willie? Is that what your dad Miss Kathy, go back about 10 minutes. I already did your reading. I gave you a very in-depth reading about your move. And then Miss Vanessa, is there something about chili? Or did he call you Chili Willie or something like that? There's something about chili that I keep hearing when I asked about your dad. So what's with the chili? Is that a dish that you used to eat or some kind of bowl? of soup or something. Okay. Okay, then no, that's not your energy because I was seeing an adult male with a young girl and they were eating chili or they were eating a bowl of soup or something and I heard chili. So I was wondering if that was something that he used to make for you or something that you used to eat together. So if not, then no, this isn't your energy. And Miss Kathy, the answer that I got for you for May was no, because you're not ready financially and you're not ready um uh mentally for the move. You're just not ready to move forward. You haven't set up the correct budget. You haven't thought out your expenses or your details of how you're gonna like. You gotta figure in your transportation, your food, your how much your rent's gonna be, how much your renter's insurance is gonna be. And I just don't feel like you've made an adequate budget, and I don't feel like that you've thought it out clearly. I feel like you are very or the way they're showing it to me is that you're very emotional and you're frustrated with your situation and moving a little bit too fast. So plan it out just a little bit more and make sure you have enough cushion to move. I don't feel like you have enough cushion to move. Oh, you said Applebee's and I heard chili. So maybe I was thinking Chili's instead of Applebee's, but I saw someone eating soup, and it was one male with a younger girl with and her hair is more of a chestnut brown color. It doesn't seem to be blonde, or it seems to be like a chestnut brown color. The little girl. And are you in a cold climate? Because it seems to be cold in the area where you are, or where this male and this female would have been. And then there's something about bread in the oven. Baking bread in the oven. There's some kind of pastry or bread or something that was baked in the oven. And if that's not true, then again, this just isn't your energy. You're in Washington, so it is cold. They are showing me that. And then I feel like you would have had a warm bowl of soup or food and then this bread or croissants or something that's being cooked in the oven. And did you used to go sledding or something? Like it's a cold activity that you would have done outside in the snow. Oh, your dad lives next to a bakery that your daughter works at. Okay. So he's showing me the bread in the oven. And he's also showing me like skiing or sledding or something with the kids. And did he die abruptly, like you guys were surprised that he left? Like I don't know that it was a car accident, but it feels sudden. It doesn't feel like it was a prolonged um um I still get a no on that, Miss Kathy. I don't see you being ready for that either. I just don't think that you've planned well. Um for Miss Vanessa, I get that accident. Okay, so it does feel it seems sudden. It seems like it wasn't planned and that you all were a little bit surprised. Um do you have three girls? Because there seems to be a little that misses him. Or was he like really funny and playful with the kids? Like I feel like he had his issues, but he also when he came around, he was just fun loving and funny with the kids, and they like to play around with him. And there seems to be a little one that's still kind of little now that may have been that may be missing him. And did he used to sing like just he would just break out a song and just start singing a song that fit the situation, even though he couldn't sing? but he thought he could sing. And what's the reference to Frank Sinatra? Did he sing Frank Sinatra songs, or did he think that he sounded like Frank Sinatra? There's something about Frank Sinatra. Okay, she was sleeping next to him. Is she the one that had the chestnut brown hair? Who has the chestnut brown hair? Is that you? He would always sing. Yes, he could not sing, but he did sing. And he said something about it's not finished or I'm not finished. Is he, is someone carrying on something that he used to do? Because he says, I'm not finished or it's not finished. So there's something that wasn't finished on this earth or in his lifetime that somebody's carrying on for him. Oh, he used to go by Frank. Okay. Because I said, I hear Frank Sinatra and I hear the singing. Okay, that makes sense to me. I like that. I like that. Um, oh, she has the brown hair, so maybe she's the one that I see with the food. And then I also see he's saying something isn't finished. So is somebody carrying on something that he used to do, or because he just says, I'm not finished, is the way that he's saying it to me. Oh, you're carrying him on. Okay. He said, I'm not finished. Oh, wait, you said I kept my last name when he got me. I was going to ask, my next question was about a guy. Did he not like your husband, or did him and your husband bump heads? And he's being a little cheeky about the last name. Is that what that is? Because I heard I'm not finished and then I got a mail and I felt like maybe there's a little tension between them. Okay, so a lot of people are doing things to carry his name on. But was there a little tension between him and your husband? And are you still with the person? I don't feel like you're still with that person. He didn't like you, the girl's dad. Okay. So I don't feel like he's with them. And he feels like not in a bad way, but he feels like, he was right in that situation. Like he wasn't good enough for you. Um, are you the firstborn? Because there's something significant. You're either the firstborn or the lastborn, but there's something significant about your birth. Oh, you had the worst taste in me. Okay. Um, um, there's something about a plate. Who baked cakes and then put them on a plate? Because I feel like somebody baked a cake, but they didn't put them on like a cake tray or cake dish. They put them on a plate, a regular plate. And so he's offering the cake up on this plate. You're the firstborn daughter. Okay, there was the significance of your birth. And then because there's a special, is there a brother? And the brother is kind of like a knucklehead, or he thought the brother was a knucklehead. Is there a brother? You make cupcakes. It's something about the plate. Is there a significant cake plate that you use? And then the brother he thinks he's kind of a knucklehead, but the brother seems a lot like the dad. Or there's a male that seems like oh, it's just you and your sister. There's a male that seems a lot like your dad, and he keeps calling him a knucklehead, but in a playful way. You're not sure about the plate because it's very significant that he's offering the plate. Um, and I feel like there was cake on it, but that could just be you making the cupcakes and selling them. Or maybe cake. His older brother. Oh, well, there is okay, because he's calling him a knucklehead, but he's a lot like him in a playful way. And he kind of would have maybe put him in a headlock and gave him like a noogie or something like that. So that's kind of where he is. Um, the brother's still alive because he said outlived me. So is the brother still alive? Outlived me. Um, and did he not like the brother's wife? Because he kind of is giving her like a a witch he had? Like, did he not like the brother's wife or her or the brother's spouse? Okay, yeah, because he's saying this person outlived him, and then the spouse of that person, they like maybe they had a love hate relationship. Because he's putting a witch hat on her. He's still singing. Like when I hear him, he's still singing, and he's just kind of having a good time. And he says, "Why are you worried about him?" Okay, yeah, I see them having that adversarial relationship, but it seems kind of playful, or maybe it's kind of a love hate. Like when we come in, we would automatically go at it, but still in kind of a not in a totally disrespectful way. There would be little remarks made about this person, and he says, "Why are you worrying about him? He's watching over you. You can't watch over him now." Is how he's making it seem like you're worried about him, and he's like, "I'm worried about you. I'm watching over you." He feels like you work too hard. I think it is. Do you have multiple jobs or something? Because he feels like you work too hard, and that's it, Don. That's a
Are
lot.
you in? And Vanessa, are you in marketing? Something about marketing? Do you do marketing, or do you some? What's the marketing part of this? What's do you do a lot of personal marketing? Do you do a lot of marketing for products or something? Because I'm picking up. I see you marketing, and I see you putting forward different products and different things. January. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, he said stop worrying about him. You. There's nothing you can do. Like he's looking. He's worried about you.
And does the marketing thing at all fit with you, Vanessa? Because again, I'm seeing it's like you're pushing. You're not pushing. That's not the right word. But anyway, you're promoting. You're putting forward products. Is that part of your career?
She said something about baking cakes. Did she say selling cakes?
I'm barely starting to make stuff to sell, like personalized cups and door signs. Okay,
Okay, I
that
make cupcakes a lot. Okay, that's what it is.
that's the marketing aspect, and that I was picking up. Makes sense. So you need to step that up. You need to step it up. Also, market for my mom and my stepdad for their businesses. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because the good part is you already have the network already built, which is good for you. So when you do your own stuff, you can do that. If you're doing online sales, by the way, and you're looking at personalized things such as door signs and cups, look for POD, pay on demand, print on demand services to do some of that for you. And it takes the work away from you so you don't have to carry inventory, which means you decrease your costs. It saves you a lot of money and a lot of time because, again, a lot of those things you can set up to direct and you can do it on Etsy or whatever and actually have it all connected. And there are many ways you can do it. But the point is that if you look, the good part is you have been doing their marketing for them, therefore learning how to do yours when time comes, and now it's time to now step up to the plate and put yours in high gear so you can start making some money.
One more thing about your dad, Miss Vanessa. Um, was
Mhm.
he still in love with your mom? Because he shows her in like a bikini, like when he thought she was looked best. He thought she looked best, and he still thought that she was really sexy. So I feel like he messed up the relationship, and she moved on, but he was still in love with her, and he just smiles at how beautiful he thought she was. Is that true? Okay, he never got over it. He's like big heart eyes, like he thinks she is the bee's knees, like she is the best for him. And then something about fall. Did he like fall leaves? Because he's showing me leaves falling, or maybe a leaf falling from right in front of your face, and you're thinking of your dad. But there's something about leaves falling from a tree.
Mhm.
And he's also saying that guy doesn't deserve her. He's like, he doesn't think that her current husband is as good as he is, or he
Oh,
was. He's saying that he doesn't deserve her. Your dad is funny.
dads have that way of saying that too, by the
I
way.
like his energy. He is funny as heck. Okay, yeah. So yeah, he's showing me the fall, and there's like a fall leaf fell right in front of your face, and you immediately thought of him because he's showing me like the orange or the brown leaves, and it feels like one fell right in front of your face, and you just thought about him at that time when it fell. But your dad is funny. Okay, there you go. All right, your dad's energy is nice. He says he's gonna go now, though. Yeah. Who's graduating? No, you said your daughter's 20. There's something about a graduation. Who's graduating? He's getting on the motorcycle that you're speaking about, and he's going to the graduation. Like it's something in the future going forward. So who's graduating? So whoever's graduating, he's on his way there. He's going to be at the graduation. And that's it. So Don, who's ever that? Oh, your oldest daughter's graduating. He's going to be there. He's on his way there now, is how he's showing it to me. And is she going to do a tribute or something to him on her hat? Because I feel like he can see the top of her hat and there's something on the hat. So, all right, look for him there and know that he'll be there. And then again, I don't know if she's told you this or she's planning on doing something, but I feel like if she's going to have a graduation hat on, there's something commemorative to him on top of it, and he can see down onto the hat. Okay. Then I would ask her about it, or you could just wait and see if that's what she does. But that's how he's showing it to me. All right, Miss Vanessa, I'm glad you stopped in and have a good night.
Who else, Miss Angie? Who next?
I don't know.
So this is here. Let us know. Let us know, folks.
I see Kim G. That's the only person that's in between Miss Vanessa's. Oh, if not too late, I would love a reading about the next few months hold for me. So that's Kim G.
Kim G or Kim B?
Oh, B.
Kim, are you still here? Kim B, are you still here? January. Da, 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 da.
Is somebody asking for a love reading? Because I know. Where are all y'all in the
Where's
conversation?
Kim
All
B?
y'all saying I'm here now.
Kim B is here.
I think she said a career reading, Don. Let me see.
Watch her change it to a love reading. That's Miss Bonnie's
Oh,
turn.
she says I would like to know what's going a reading on what the next few months hold for me. Okay, cool. All right, got it. Okay. Wow. So first I got you dancing, jumping up and down in celebration, but then I got you on a trampoline trying to see over into somebody else's yard or to see something that you're not supposed to see. Like there's a wall up and you're trying to see something that you're not supposed to see. Is somebody pregnant and they won't tell you what they're having and you're trying to find out what they're having? Because there seems to be a celebration, but I feel like there's a baby involved and like maybe somebody won't tell you like they're doing they won't do the gender reveal. Is that true? Because I feel like there's a celebration in a backyard, but then you're on a trampoline and you're jumping up and down on it in celebration, but secretly you're trying to see something on the other side that you're not supposed to see. So there's something that you're trying to get information from. You're a curious person. There's something specific that you're trying to see on the other side of, like, it seems to be in a neighbor's yard or just in general, that you're jumping up and down and you're trying to see something that you're not supposed to see or that's not ready to be revealed to you at this moment. And then you keep asking your guides the same questions over and over and over again because they keep showing me, like, if you get in trouble in school and they tell you, I will not chew gum in class, and you're writing it over and over and over and over and over again. And that's how they're showing it. It's like you're praying for, you're asking for the same thing over and over and over and over again. And they've already told you you're going to get it. But instead of asking, am I going to get it? You should ask, what are the next steps that'll lead you to it? Oh, they're trying to conceive. So I don't feel like they're going to tell you what the baby's going to, or maybe they haven't told you what it is, but I don't feel like they're going to tell you and you're going to be trying to find out, because I do get a celebration and I do feel like there's a baby coming. So if they haven't told you yet, they should be telling you soon, because I immediately got baby energy and I got gender reveal, but you're not supposed to know yet. So I hope that, I feel like that's what's coming up. And then also, what was the other thing I was saying? Oh my goodness, I totally forgot. Um, I totally forgot what it was that I was saying before you mentioned the grandchild. Um, I don't know. If it comes back to me, then I'll bring it up. Uh, Baby energy. You'll respect
Says so much great energy tonight.
it.
Don't look this way.
Okay. So that's about the kid. And then it was something else. Oh, damn it. Is where do you live, Kim? Because I feel like you're in. You feel familiar. Are you from Michigan? You feel very. Your energy feels very familiar. That's all I got for her, Don, until I can remember what the one thing was. But she did say something about career too.
Georgia, she says.
Oh, Georgia. Do twins run in your family? Because I feel like maybe two, like a surprise. That may be the surprise too. I feel like two.
With Georgia on my mind.
You can go ahead, Don.
I'm trying to pick up her energy.
Oh.
Georgia on my mind. Kimby, have you been having stomach problems, like indigestion or some discomfort, maybe stomach growling a lot and those kind of things? I'm picking up a lot of discomfort in the lower, in the abdomen area. And I think that if you haven't already done something, you may want to again, if that's the case, if that's your energy, then you may want to pay more attention to it. And if it consistently causes you discomfort, maybe you should have it checked out, because I'm just getting a whole lot of energy around the abdomen, and it wasn't there until I started picking up your energy. So and if it's not you, don't invite it in. Say nope, not free, and move on. That's a good thing. So if it's not you, don't invite the issue, don't invite the drama. Instead, just pass it on, and that's good. But that's the first thing that I was picking up, which is interesting.
Or are you taking care of a relative? Like, are you taking care of your your mom or somebody. I feel like you're taking care of somebody. You're a caregiver for somebody. She said no stomach issues. I feel like she's taking care of somebody, like a mom or something. And then I asked about twins, and I got the victory card, which is the six of wands. So I feel like maybe there will be twins. If not, then do they want a boy and a girl? Because I get two. I get a little boy and a little girl, but I kind of got like a 2 for 1.
Hmm. And Kim, I got to go back to that because I'm getting that energy has not gone away and it's not been satiated. Um, be careful where you eat. Be careful where you're eating over the next week or two. Make sure make sure when you go to a restaurant that it's a clean restaurant. You feel good about the food there because I'm feeling some stomach issue. I'm feeling and it could be that you wind up eating at a restaurant that may may make you not well. I'm picking up. It's too strong. It's got to be your energy. So I'm not sending you. I don't want that to happen. But I'm saying be cautious because it seems like there's that energy in the air. And so I would be watching where I eat. I would be watching what I eat, at least for the next few weeks, because there's something really focusing on warning you about the abdomen. Okay, and so be careful with that. I never take those things lightly when they come that strong. Okay, and I thought it would be somebody else's energy when you said no, maybe not mine. But I'm telling you, it's really it is drawn to you, and I cannot. I try moving it on, and it says no. It's your energy. So be careful, be cautious. Okay, that's all.
She said no career, so that means she stays at home. She says she does live with the mom, but
Mhm.
she's not necessarily taking care of the mom. So I do get her staying with the mom. I got the Knight of Pentacles for her also, with slow but that could, I guess that could just be like a blessing or wishes coming in for her. But I get it's very slow moving energy. But I also got judgment, like you're not answering to a calling, or there's something that you should be doing that you're not doing, or that you want to be doing that you're not doing. And then I got the Queen of Wands, which is a nurturing person who takes care of the family. A Queen of Wands is kind of like a single mom kind of energy, like she's taking care of the family, she's working, she's doing all of the household things. Like she has her hands in a lot of things. She's a very nurturing person. And she's also passionate. And there's a creativity to that person. So these
What's
two
that
came
card in
up
your hand?
together. These two.
What's the one
Judgment
on
and
the?
the Queen of, this is the Queen of Wands, and then this is the Judgment. And then I also have the Knight of Pentacles.
Oh, interesting. I'm not sure I've ever seen that Queen of Wands before.
Oh,
I've seen that deck before, of course, but
yeah.
for some reason I've never seen that Queen of Wands.
Yeah,
That's
that's the
cool.
Queen of Wands.
I
Oh,
like
you're
how
the
she's kind of
Chariot.
floating there.
Yep, I love it. Yep.
Yeah. Which deck is this? Is the Light Seers or
Light
what is it?
years?
Yeah.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That's cool.
So there is something that you are probably being called to do, because I get the Judgment card, and usually Judgment is Archangel Michael calling you, blowing his trumpet, calling you to do something. So um I feel like there's something that you should be doing that you're not doing. And then the Queen of Wands is that fire energy. That's that movement. That's that passion. That's that getting it done energy. So maybe there's something that you want to do that you're not doing, or that you're talented at doing that you're not doing. And it could be mentoring, it could be helping others. But I definitely get this energy for you in the light of doing more than what you could be doing. Like you're retired and you're at, and and I just feel like this is something else that you could be doing, and not necessarily in a money wise, but it is something that you're being called for, that you can do, or a skill that you have that you're just not utilizing at the time. And that's it. That's kind of all I got for you.
I like that. I like that. Seeing a card that I haven't seen, or at least I cannot recall having seen that one from that deck before. And it's interesting because you and Shauna both use that deck,
Hmm.
and yet for some reason I
Yeah.
don't recall that. That's cool.
I love it because it's like she's holding a magic wand and she's just pouring the magic into her hand.
Yeah, yeah, and even
Really
that blue color of the other card, that blue color is so impactful.
Oh,
You know,
this one?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's so impactful. And so, what is it up in on the top? What is that? Is that her?
So this is judgment, and this is her releasing her inner self. This is
Right,
her
that's
just
kind
kind
of
of,
her up there with the
yeah.
arms. Yeah,
Mhm.
okay, that's what I was thinking. Wow, gosh, I
Yeah.
like that. That's so
I
pretty.
love these cards. This one is all bruised and battered.
Yes.
I need a new set, but I feel like it's got smoke on it, so I don't want to get rid of it. And they're
Yeah,
just so colorful. They're all so colorful in their own unique way. I just love
yeah,
all the color and imagery that's on them. Like I love the way they did the Knight of Pentacles. Look at all that money that's coming and following him.
and the different colors too, which is nice. You know, it's like
Yeah,
of the pentacles or the orbs. You know, the different colors that are. I just love that. Yeah.
yeah. So I
And it
love
still has
that.
that black horse because you know the Knight of Pentacles is on the black. Remember we saw that earlier in one of the readings we did earlier. They're on the black horse, but it's not moving, and you see that that one's a little different because it shows a little movement, but it's a slow motion move. It's not like a fast pace because the fast pace is that Knight of Swords, remember, and that's like
Oh
really
yeah, that is an ambitious person. They're moving swiftly. They're ready to go. They're ready to go.
Mhm. Exactly, exactly. Well, let's
Uh,
look.
she she's
Go
been
ahead.
told that she was a healer many times
Mhm.
in her past life, and that could be it. I got a very nurturing effect to you, and then that's that nurturing energy, that healing energy. It
Mhm.
could have to do with like youth or mentoring young ladies or something like that, because I get a very nurturing energy to you, helping others.
Mhm.
All right, what were you gonna say, Don?
Like I said, let's do one more, and then we
Okay.
probably going to call it an evening because we've been on 2 hours already. It doesn't feel like it, but we have been.
Oh wow.
It's like, wow, where did the time go?
Okay. So, oh, that's a long one. Is that Cookie? Oh, Cookie Victoria. Oh, I think we've read you before. Hey, Crystal. It is late. This is Crystal that used to come to class with
Yeah,
us.
our Crystal. Oh, hey,
That's
Crystal,
our
how are
Crystal.
you?
Our Crystal. It is. It's late for you. Well, I guess it is. It's almost 11 o'clock for her.
It's funny too. We say our Crystal. It's like we own. It's like ownership, but it's like one of
And
our
then,
family
oh,
members.
this Crystal, the
Community.
Crystal Pittman Danzy, we read her together and told her about career moves that were coming up, and they're all coming to fruition now. She's coming back to tell us. She messaged me in Facebook and let me know that like we saw her on a I think like a new school or getting a new higher position, and now she's about to get that new position at a new school and move forward.
I love when a plan comes together. I love it.
Exactly.
Thank you for
Good.
sharing
I
that.
love that. Okay, so Miss Cookie Victoria, you want guidance on your move, and was it a good decision financially? Well, with this place financially and emotionally. I do get an overwhelming sense like I feel pressure on my chest. Like you think that you're not going to be able to afford the place. Like maybe you wrote it out and you thought, oh, I can swing it, but now you're a little bit scared. Have you already signed the lease or you're about to sign the lease? Because now you're trying to back out of it, but your higher power is saying, why? Why would I put you in a place that I would not bless you and allow you to be able to afford? Like I feel like this is a place that you thoroughly researched or that you really want to move into, and your higher power is saying that your increase is coming. I Are you the one that has a product line, like a hair line or a cooking line? Like I see a product line that you are selling or that you're about to be selling online. There's something that you're going to be selling, but it's a product that you make personally. And that's how you're going to get the additional money that you want. It's not necessarily going to replace whatever your current income is, but I feel like it's going to supplement your income and give you more. But your higher power is saying, like, why would I put you in a place and not allow you and not provide you the necessary resources to make it happen? So I do feel like you're going to be fine. And I feel like you're going to get new furniture. Are you wanting new furniture? That's how they're showing it to me, that you're going to get new furniture when you move into this place. Like maybe you don't know it, but in some kind of way, there's going to be you're going to get new furniture. I see new furniture when you move into this place, or maybe you need new furniture, like you're starting from scratch. And if you haven't thought about having a housewarming, you should, because I feel like you're going to get a lot of gifts. I feel like people are giving you stuff like silverware and glasses and plates and things like that. So I feel like a housewarming is necessary. And then there is a male. Is there a male that you just disconnected from? Do not allow him to come to the house. I feel like there's a male and they're saying this person doesn't need to come to your house and bring his energy there. There, don't back out. You're gonna get the money that you need. Oh my gosh, Crystal. I definitely have to reach out to you because I thought, how could you work that far away and not be up here? And I said, I wonder if she's gonna move up here. That makes so much sense. Oh my goodness, Crystal, we do have to connect. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, you want new furniture. I see you getting the new furniture. So decide what you want, kind of go and browse and kind of window shop. So I do see you getting that. I do see you getting you need to have a housewarming and people will gift you things. And don't be afraid to put whatever on your list. People will gift you. And then is there something you're gonna hang above your door or something about your door? There's something about the doorway that they're telling me you need to hang something above it. I have a cinnamon broom above my door because, as we know, Sherry Berry has taught us that cinnamon brings in money. So at the beginning of the month, you're supposed to put cinnamon in your hand and rub it around and set your intentions and then blow it into the threshold of your door. But I keep a cinnamon broom over my house, over my door also because that's supposed to be like money and abundance and things like that. So I keep a cinnamon door. But they showed me something hanging over your door that is good luck. And then we also put salt outside the door, outside the threshold to keep evil out or to keep negativity away. So I would tell you to do that also. And then who is the male? Did you tell me about the male? There's a male that they're saying that you don't need to allow to come to your house. Okay, you was thinking about what to put by the door. Okay, so they're showing me that you really do need to put something up there, even if you don't put the broom up there, but something that is significant and symbolizes like protection or some kind of ritual thing, but something that has to do with protection or abundance or something like that. Salt and cinnamon, exactly. Yeah. And I would definitely just sprinkle a little bit of salt outside your door, like go outside your door as if you're about to walk in and then sprinkle, or even stand in your door and look out and then um sprinkle the salt in your threshold in the threshold of your door, like in that little front area in front of your door, is to keep the evil out and the negativity out. But I do see you having a very nice, a little cute place that's just for you. But be mindful of who you let come in and the energy that you let come in, because I feel like this will be your peace, and they don't want you to allow people to disrupt your peace or to bring any negative energy to you.
And remember to blow the cinnamon into the door. Open the door and blow the cinnamon in the door.
I don't know if it's a Pisces or not. I just know that it's a male, and they're saying not to let him into this place. Like, don't bring him in, don't bring his energy in, and don't tell him where you live. So, if he's the person that's coming around and you've been saying no, continue to say no and don't let him in. They're saying no, don't let him into your new space. You don't even have to tell him that you're moving, just kind of move in silence. But it is a good thing. I get a positive vibe from you moving there. I feel like you're going to be gifted with a lot of things, and I do see you getting new furniture. It's just going to be a blessing for you in all different ways. Continue to stay faithful and grateful. Like, be grateful. Like, continue to say your affirmations. And, I'm grateful that I'm moving in my house on the 23rd. I'm grateful that I was blessed with everything I need to move into my house. I am grateful. I am grateful. I'm grateful. And just say those things. And I'm getting goosebumps, and I'm also getting teary eyed. Like, this feels like a very emotional thing for you. You said you were starting over, but it feels very emotional, like you were broken. And this is you getting back out there to get what you want and rebuild your life. And you're just very humble about it. So I feel something good from me coming for you. So that's what I get from you. Oh, you're staying with, yeah. So yeah, you are, your blessing is coming. Stay focused.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh. Wait, I do remember you living with somebody. Wait, were you living, gosh, who were you living with? Were you living with like another, like a couple, like a, like maybe the boyfriend's brother? No, maybe that's somebody else. That's somebody else.
I thought you were getting salacious and getting into a throuple situation here. I was like, what?
No. I felt like she was living, like this person was living somewhere with like the boyfriend's brother, and the brother had a girlfriend, and they were ready for them to go. So maybe it wasn't her though. Maybe it was a different set of people. But again, stay positive. Don't let this mail into your house, and then keep the positivity going. Keep the positivity going. And congratulations! I'm happy for you moving into your house.
Yeah, congratulations. Wonderful, wonderful news.
And don't even worry about how your family did you. Again, if they didn't want to help you out or they couldn't help you out, then move on. And you don't have to invite them to your house either. Keep your energy positive, stay focused, and move forward. Your family isn't always the family that, your community. Sometimes your community is people that are not family.
Yeah, don't own everybody else's energy and don't even let that seep in. Don't let their concerns and even your own concerns, be careful with your own concerns because again, you don't want to, if you buy negative energy, if you bring that negative, if you say, if you let it enter, if you entertain it, right, then you own it. And then if you own it, you may wind up getting a situation where again you draw it in. So don't draw in the negative energy when you feel it starting to seep in. Like no, be back, get behind me, Satan. Not today, not today. I'm serious. Own it and say no. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. And then
I
I
get
think that's
such an
a good way to do it.
emotional state from her, Don. Like I really want to cry. Her
Mm-hmm.
energy is so humble and so grateful. But one of the things I was going to tell you is like, in order to stay in that positive energy, like ask your children, well, how do you want to decorate this? And what color do you want your room to be? And what kind of sheets do you want on your bed? Like all of those things. Plan your move in before you move in. So
Mm-hmm.
just see you buying those things, see you decorating the room, see you doing this, see you doing that so that you're actually living it
Mm-hmm.
before you actually live it, and you're drawing all those things into you. So I feel like it's going to be very good for you. Come back and let us know. You said the 23rd. That's not very far away, and I just get good vibes for you. Listen, I would tell a person in a minute, sometimes sleeping in your own home on a pallet on the floor is better than staying in a house in a room that you don't enjoy where you're staying. So if you have to get just your keys and just move in and sleep on your floor, grab them kids and make you a pallet on the floor with your kids and sleep on the floor in your own space. But when you look around, what you see is yours and you get to decide how it's going to be. You don't have to ask anybody, can I turn the heat up? Can I turn the heat down? Can we watch this? Can we do that? It's your space. So allow yourself to be in that space and don't ever feel
Mm-hmm.
bad if you don't have everything. Just live it and love it. Good. I feel so. I'm going to send you positive energy. I'm even going to say a prayer for you. Air mattress, exactly, Miss Crystal. Whatever it takes, just get in there and love your space. I think one of my apartments, the first time I went in, I ate my first meal. We sat on the floor like crisscross applesauce, eating Chinese food on the floor. But it was my place and it was mine, and I could eat wherever I want to, do whatever I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Accumulate as you go. Yes, Crystal, that makes sense. Look at Crystal on her giving out good advice. Come on, Crystal. Why you ain't been in class? Why you ain't been in class, Miss Crystal? Oh my goodness. All right, Don, that was a good night, and I like ending on a happy note. That was nice. Anybody who didn't get a reading, Don will be on in the morning with Shauna, and let me tell you, them two funnier. It didn't. Oh, I just love my Thursday mornings because this is a funny group right here.
Well, thank you, Ms. Angie. I appreciate that.
All right, I'm so happy. Crystal, if you sleepy, go. Oh, you said you'd be sleepy. Whatever. It's almost 12 o'clock and you online now. We would have ended class 2 hours ago.
Oh,
Don't give us that. At least an hour
you
ago.
just call her out.
Crystal, we don't want to hear. We don't want to hear it.
Exactly. I love it. But no,
Hey,
it's
you
been
might
great.
want to come back. The last time I was there, Don gave me a man, Susan gave me a man, Bonnie gave me a man. All of them get and angels. So listen, they giving out men like Oprah giving out cars. You better come back to class.
You get a man, and you get a man, and you get a man. Oh
Good
my.
night, Francis. It was nice to see you.
Yes. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for popping in. We appreciate it. And we again, I'll be back tomorrow, and Angie and I will be back next week, same bat times. Not the same bat time, actually, because
We'll be
we
on
try to
time.
get sooner. But we're going to try to get sooner, and therefore, but the same, definitely same channel. So watch. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to YouTube. Either Angie or myself, or both, will be even better. And if you haven't followed us on Facebook, do so as well, so you can get the notices when we go live. The YouTube channels will let you know when we go live, should you subscribe to our YouTube channels. So look up Miss Angie, look at myself, and make sure you subscribe. And when we go live, you'll get the ding, and you'll not
Probably
have to
should do
worry.
it on YouTube because what we found out is that Facebook is going to start deleting your lives after 30 days. So if you want to find
Yeah,
any of our previous lives, you might want to be on YouTube because if it's on Facebook, after 30 days, they're going to delete it.
yeah, because YouTube stores it. So this is Miss Angie's QR code, and so you can go there, and again, it'll pull up the YouTube, and you can follow her. And then if you haven't followed me yet either, then this will be my QR code to follow me. Okay. So again, we thank you guys for popping in. Truly appreciate it. And we're sending you all love, light, and blessings, and a great night to everyone, and a great weekend, by the way. So make sure you get out there and do something. Do something that just makes you feel good. I mean, let's shake off the world and just do something that makes you feel good this weekend. All right.
And Crystal Pittman, make sure you call me because I see. Are you guys thinking about housing in Scottsdale or in is it Litchfield or Levine out in that way? Because I see you coming up here, but I see you looking east, and then I see you looking west. So I see housing for you. You can just message me and let me know. But I definitely see those two areas, Scottsdale or Litchfield, Levine area. I see you looking for housing. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited because you guys are so far away. They're not really, they're only in Casa Grande.
It's terrible when you think that's far away. You know, we have people on the East Coast watching this. It's like, oh, that's far away. But you know, it's when we lived in Houston, it was the same way. If they lived on the other side of Houston, it's like an hour and a half to get to the other side of Houston. You're like, holy crap, you know, I can get to where I can get, you know, some states on the East Coast, you can get to a different state in an hour and a half.
Listen, let me tell you one place I don't ever want to travel, top to bottom, Texas. You could be in Texas for like 10 hours and still be in Texas. Why is
So
Texas
in
so
Texas.
big? I cannot live like that. If I'm
Mhm.
driving for 5 or 6 hours, I need to be in another state at the end of them 5 or 6 hours, not just at the top of the state that I started.
Yeah, you enter El Paso and you think, oh, I'm in Texas now. I'll be there soon. Hell no, you got 10 hours until you get to Houston. You hear that, folks? 10 hours to drive. And this is Texas driving. We're talking speed limits. Don't pay attention. You know, we're talking major fast and get there in 10 hours. I'm telling you, you can spend a long day in Texas driving.
Exactly. And no, thank you. No, thank you.
Absolutely. Well, with
All
that
right.
said,
Well, have a good night, everybody.
night, everybody. And since I don't know, we have, let me see if I can get back to the drawing. I'm not sure there's anything to get us out of here. So I'll just have to use, I don't know. We'll use something. Here we go.
Look, we're
Good
all
night.
going to restream again.
Exactly. Good night, everybody.